life before the mission was a struggle. It was failing to provide for my kiddo, not being able to give her the childhood that she deserved. It was full of addiction and loss and hopelessness. I was an addict for 13 years off and on before coming to the mission. And so there was a lot of struggling and trying to find the light and trying to overcome what I thought I could do on my own. My name is Jocelyn.
And I'm Brooklyn.
And we're part of the Boise Rescue Mission. The low point for me in our lives, honestly, and it was right before I joined the mission, was putting her at a table to watch some shows just so I could go try to get a fix, and coming out and being like, what am I doing? Why am I still doing this? Like, this isn't what I want anymore. And I think that for me was when life really started to change. When we first arrived at the mission, it was actually on my birthday. And we walked into Valley Women and Children's Shelter in Nampa, and I just remember having the feeling of, I don't belong here. I don't know why we're here. I was just so lost and blaming everybody but myself at that time. But when we walked in the doors, they welcomed us with open arms. They got Brooklyn toys to get her situated so she could be comfortable while I did all the paperwork at first. And they just made sure that we knew that they were there to support us and to walk us through what we were going through.
In the beginning, it was really hard to believe that we were going to be staying here because we were moving from place to place all the time. And just being able to know that this was going to be a safe place, and being in a technically a home for a while was good to see that she's finally been able to get out of the addiction and be successful in just continuing our life together and not going down a darker path that might have made us go even into even worse places. So being able to see her grow within the 6 months while we were just at Valley was life-changing to me, and then seeing how the program helped her and helped her succeed was even better.
The breakthrough moment that I had in the program, I think, was November of 2017. It was when my dad passed. And just feeling the community around us in that moment, but being able to process the emotions healthily and not being able to go backwards, because at that point I had been sober for 8 months, freshly sober, and normally when something like that would have happened, I would have just jumped ship. But they gave me the knowledge and the accountability and the friendship and the love to be able to stay sober. And so I think that was really for me when the breakthrough happened, of being learning how to cope with emotions in a healthy manner. I honestly don't feel like I could be successful or have the hope in life that I do now if it wasn't for being able to go through the New Life program. So life right now for me looks like, obviously, keeping up with the senior and going through the motions and the emotions of that, but being able to be sober through senior year. I've also gotten married. We bought a house. To have a home and family together is so important and so huge for me. I can be there for Brooklyn day in and day out, whether she likes it or not. I can annoy her when she's not waking up on time. So I get to be the present mom that I've always wanted to be. So it's kind of fun.
I think currently my hopes and dreams are just being able to follow my life goals that I have set for myself, because I've had, for the last 2 years at least, I started working with the mission at 14, and then watching the kids that come into the kids program has opened my eyes and shown me that I want to be able to help those kids that are in the shelter or just don't have the best of life. So being able to go to college and get my degree in my bachelor's degree in social work so that I can become a family CPS caseworker and be able to help the families and kids through everything that's going on in their lives.
My hopes and dreams are just kind of watching her continue to grow and supporting her in whatever way that I can. And hopefully being able to contribute more to the mission as life goes on and just growing with the mission, because I may not work with the mission, but coming to events and doing things to support is always great, and it helps me remember why I stay sober. To those supporting the mission day in and day out, I just want to say thank you for giving hope to the people that you don't know or to the ones that may be nameless to you. It's because of the donations and the things that you guys do day in and day out that make it possible for people like me to be able to be there for my daughter.
Everyone here appreciates it so much. It shows everyone that's within the mission that you are there for them and changes their lives so much.